What is up, guys? SP The Walking Dead. I haven't been here for a while. I've just been really busy with schoolwork and all that. But I actually really have been busy. And I was sick too. And I gotta enjoy life too at the same time. But today I'm gonna be showing you the Fox LA promo, which is the exact same thing as the New Zealand promo. And yeah. So this is also my predictions and my review. I know it's a little bit late. Actually, no, I'm just going to do my predictions. I'm not going to do my review for this week, but I'm going to have it next week and hopefully a live reaction. So stay tuned for that. And now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to let the Fox LA promo play and then I'm going to break it down. Let's go.
Fox.
What?
Can't stay in one place anymore.
It's a...
Not for too long. You're gonna find trouble you can't hide from. You need to know how to fight.
Yes, sundown we go. This is all about us doing this quiet. We need to be fast. They're not expecting us.
The Walking Dead, capítulo estreno, próximo lunes a las 22 horas, solo por Fox.
Alright, so that was the Fox LA promo, and unfortunately, it is the same thing as the US promo. So let's just break this down. I'm gonna see if I can make it in slow-mo. Cancel. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, that's how to share it. Whatever, let's just do this. Alright, so right here, Carl is talking about how we cannot stay in one place anymore. We gotta keep going. We can't, so basically, telling from this might be the same scene where, Carl's talking to Rick. And he's like, we've all done something. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be talking about Gabriel. He's gonna be like, oh, you should just let Michonne go. I can handle it. And then Rick's gonna say, I don't trust Gabriel or something like that. And then Carl's gonna say, we've all done something. And then Rick's just still gonna disagree. He's not at that point where he can trust Gabriel with Judith and Carl. Or he's just talking to Michonne right after they left, and he's saying, we should try go hunting him down. And, Michonne's probably gonna be like, maybe. But she just wants Carl to leave her alone. And just maybe he'll just leave her alone. But, let's keep going.
One place anymore.
Alright, so this is from the sneak peek number 1, I think. Yeah, and this is where they have all the weapons laid out, and he's telling Gabriel to pick a weapon, because, God's not going to help you every time. You have to learn to defend yourself in this new world. This isn't the real world anymore. It's the zombie apocalypse, and you have to find a weapon to defend yourself. So, that's probably the same scene, and, yeah, so, I think Gabriel's gonna, what if he takes, like, machete? I mean, not the machete, the axe. That'd be pretty cool, actually. And later on in this promo, it looks like Gabriel kills a walker, so he's gonna have some troubles. I feel like he's gonna go kill a walker. He's gonna go behind the house, and he's gonna say, yo, burn for this. And he's gonna be like, oh, they had all these resources. I could have helped them, now knowing that I can defend myself and all that, and he's pretty much just feeling regretful. And pretty much, if I was in there too, I would actually let them in, because when you are by yourself, that is the worst place to be in. I mean, you saw Bob, when he was alone, he was just terrible. All he had was that machete, and he's glad that Glenn and Daryl found him. But it's not good to be alone in a zombie apocalypse, because it sounds a little bit weird, but you get lonesome, actually. And, sorry, this was just my mom's clock. But you have to stay in a group to survive. And saying it's Gabriel, too. What if the herd of walkers that Michonne, Tyrese, Bob, and Daryl ran into, what if they came to the church and they found out he was in there? He would be dead. But if he's with a group of people, he could just have them defend him, and then he just stays back, and then once it's all over, they just, he sneaks out, and then they all die. But other than that, you have to have a group. So let's let it keep playing.
Not for too long.
Alright, so this is the part I wanted to touch on, which I think is pretty cool. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure this is the same little, area where Daryl and Carol were at. Right after the van crash, they went to that place. This might actually be the same place, because it kind of looks like a little bit of a factory, but you never know. So, let's just, and, Rick's talking, Rick looks like he's drawing out a map. It's probably some plans. I'm pretty sure Grady Memorial is probably right over there. And even if Daryl didn't know where Grady Memorial is, Rick was a cop, so he probably would have known where Grady Memorial is. So it wouldn't really matter either. So let's just let it keep playing. Alright, so let's see what's on the bottom there. It definitely looks like a paper or something. And something I also wanted to touch on is Noah is there. I didn't think that he would take Noah. I mean, he's new, he's pretty banged up, so I didn't think he would trust Noah. He's probably gonna use him as a bargaining chip. Probably he's gonna be like, you give us Beth and Carol, and Noah goes over there. Then they bring Beth and Carol, and then they just boom, shoot him, take Noah with them, or Rick will just trade him in. But you never know what's gonna happen. And apparently when Rick and the rest of the crew come in, Beth has a choice to leave, but she doesn't decide. Basically what I'm thinking is she's gonna be dead. This is her end. Episode 4 is basically her episode. And usually before someone dies, they actually have their own episode. You had Herschel. Sophia never had her own episode. But, let me think of some other characters. I mean, T-Dog had a pretty good episode. Let's see. Dale had one. Bob didn't have one, did he? Well, the tainted meat scene was probably like Bob's, redemption, like his last words. And, so that was probably his episode right there. And, yeah. So, so I think, in my opinion, Carol's gonna die later on in the season. I don't think she's gonna make it to Hilltop or Alexandria, whichever one it is. Most likely Alexandria, because there's been casting news and a lot of rumors going around that a lot of people from Alexandria Station have been filming, like Aaron, Eric. Apparently Holly was also filming. We haven't heard this, but you can expect Douglas, all those people. And, yeah, not Negan, not this season. And at the end of season 4, I was like, could he? But it's just not a chance. You can't have too much villains in one season. I mean, you could, but it would be too clumped up. There would be too much action, if you can call it. But a lot of people just like bang, bang, action, But I would get disappointed if they were all action, because I kind of like slow episodes where you can keep up the pace and, get character development. And, yeah, so let's just break down the rest of it.
Find trouble you can't hide from.
Alright, so this is a part where Carol's in the hospital. And one of my friends at school mentioned that could Carol be dead at this point? Probably not. She might be, you never know. But if you remember a really long time ago, maybe maybe 4 months ago, I made a video about New Images, and they were filming episode, I think 9 at that time, and Carol was spotted there, so probably not. She's probably alive. They also said that Carol makes it out of the hospital, but Beth, unfortunately, probably not. Beth sees her,
You need to know how to fight.
and she's holding her hand. She feels bad for her. She didn't want this to happen to her. I'm pretty sure Beth feels like it's her fault. And once Carol wakes up and tells her that Daryl and Noah connected and they're coming for us, she's gonna feel a lot more confident. She's gonna be a lot more, cool. And in my opinion, who I want to see kill Dawn is probably Daryl, because I just want him to see Dawn kill Beth, and then he just comes up, takes his crossbow, shoves it right through her head. Man, that'd be awesome. And I also want the doctor to take a trip down the elevator shaft. And what I think will happen is maybe Beth drops the doctor down the elevator shaft near the pile of walkers. Maybe he lands directly on that like Noah did. And then Rick and the crew go through that way because Noah tells them that's how he escapes. So he's going to go through there. He's going to find the doctor. He's going to force him to come. And he's basically going to say, we have your doctor. You give us Beth and Carol, and we'll give you the doctor back. And then Don's just going to we're going to leave off a cliffhanger. Maybe Rick shoots the doctor, and then it just goes black, and then a bunch of bullets firing, and then it just ends. That'd be pretty awesome, actually. So let's just let it keep playing. Alright, so this is definitely the same location that Carol and Daryl were at. Now the main question is, what are they pointing at? So we see Daryl in the back. We see Noah, Sasha, and Tyrese, and I think those are the only people who go. Yeah, those are the only people that go. Hopefully they run into Abraham, Glenn, Maggie, Rosita, and Tara along the way. Because, Rosita's a good shot. Abraham is a good shot. Glenn, you can just trust anytime. Tara, not so much, but, she can still fire a gun. And Maggie, she's just plain out boss. She's my favorite character. So, what are they pointing at? Morgan? I don't think so. Probably just walkers, or they see a police car. Alright, so Rick just said at sundown we go. And Tyrese and Sasha look a little bit frightened or scared. And there's a car right there, and they're about to hug right here. So, maybe something happens. Probably not, but let's just continue. This is the part that I want to touch on. You'll burn for this. And this is Gabriel looking at it. And he just looks, a little bit scared and, all like that. So one thing I wanted to touch on that I thought was very interesting is we're seeing Glenn this episode. He has his pistol down, and it's the herd of walkers, and hopefully, and one thing that I also want to talk about is since there's only one scene of Glenn, something major is going to happen. Maybe they just run through it with the fire truck, and you never know. So I want to wonder what's happening with Abraham. I feel like he's going to do what happened when Rick lost Lori. I feel like that's going to happen. So it's Glenn. And this is Daryl right here. He's making the little spike things that Morgan had. He's making it right around the church. At first I thought he was slamming a walker with the stick. But no, not really. Alright, and this is also an interesting part. Noah is running, and there's a cop right there. Now, people have spotted that it was Rick, but why would he be running? I mean, why would he even be alone at this point, even though knowing that he escaped and people are looking for him? So, it might be Rick. Chances are probably not, actually. And then he's gonna run through he's gonna go behind the alleyway, and then Rick and the crew are gonna right behind the cop car and just shoot, bang, bang, and then they're dead. They get some more crew members to come people from the hospital because they realize that the people are missing. Bang, bang, they're just gonna repeat it. So let's just let it play. And this looks like a burned walker. Not pretty looking, but pretty cool looking walker. And this is just Dawn looking at Beth. And that was part of the second sneak peek. And yeah, that's all I got for you today. Unfortunately, this is my only video tonight. I'll be back at you tomorrow. And hopefully tonight with another gaming video. Thank you for watching. I'm SP The Walking Dead. See you tomorrow.